Alright, I'll be completely honest with you. When I first sat down to film this, my t-shirt was on inside out. So this is why frazzled English woman, or like should I say frazzled Irish woman, is a key component of my personal style. Today I wanted to talk about 8 transitional wardrobe elevated staples before you run away, okay? I know how this sounds, right? Everybody gives you the list. That's not how we're going to break things down in today's video. But I just need some sort of like bullet point structure in order to like organize my frazzled Irish woman thoughts, okay? We'll talk about the key details that you need to look for according to you, your lifestyle, your personal style. I got warm and I had to take my jumper off, and that genuinely leads me to point number 1, which is the fact that in transitional seasons, genuinely girl, the weather be changing, okay? The temperatures be changing throughout the day. So the first point that I want to mention is, how does your base layer look in your outfit? If you're going to be stripping down to that base layer at some point throughout the day, are you stoked with how that looks, or are you like, oh my god, I wish I could keep my jumper on? They say if you can't set a good example, at least be a terrible warning. So that's what I'm doing for you guys today, okay? My pajamas t-shirt, and it literally is like covered in stains. How can I be a YouTuber? Okay, and I've broken my own rules today because we're genuinely like freshly back from kindy drop off, so this is like what I cobbled together first thing in the morning. And the thing is, like, that is real life, okay? In real life, you're just going to grab and go, okay? And if you're in the mode of like grab and go, you want to know that the things that you're grabbing from are going to be things that are serving you, things that you like, things that are going to look good, things that are reliable. You know, when everything else is unreliable in your life, your wardrobe staples you can rely on, okay? Not to get dramatic. So comfortable layers are really, really key here. The base layer that you're wearing on your body, it has to be something that you feel like you can breathe in, just something that like peeks through underneath your knitwear, underneath your jacket. And so you kind of want it to be something which has the exactly correct details for your vibe. Something like this is not going to be the star of the show. It's not going to be the hero piece. And then if you're wearing really great fitting pair of jeans, like that just works really well. A really nice pair of shoes, a nice bag, etc. Lean into the other pieces of the outfit whenever you feel like you just have one piece that's kind of like quote unquote letting you down. Yeah, I actually was getting too warm, so I did get changed. And look at that. Look how elevated that looks. And I actually feel more cool now, even though I'm literally wearing a knitwear piece because of the construction of the knitwear, like how it's so open and airy. And that brings me to my next point, which is that quality matters when you're looking at adding in pieces into your wardrobe. And I'm not talking about like spending the mega bucks, but what I mean is that quality literally matters. Like, these pieces will be on your skin, so how it feels next to your skin should be like of utmost importance to you. How the fabric drapes, how it hangs, like does it achieve the look that you want it to achieve? There's a plastic bag blowing along. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag? The point that I really want to drive home here is that it does not matter if these pieces look good in an Instagram photo, because girl, you have to be wearing them. It matters how you feel in these pieces. This next part of the video is kindly in partnership with Fabrique, and I always love working with them. Fabrique now offers direct shipping to Canada, and they've also opened their European sites in Germany, the Netherlands, France, Italy, and Spain. And the pieces that I really wanted to highlight from Fabrique today, starting with the Cecelia Blouse in 100% cotton by Paulus Erasmus, a designer who's worked at Versace and Max Mara. And as we've been talking about, this is one of those base layers which is in a gorgeous breathable fabric. And there's something about it with the details and the ruffles. If you have to take off your layers that are on top of this, this is going to be a piece that still looks really premium. Something that I particularly love about this, apart from the fabric, which is very like just so comfortable and delicious to wear, high neckline of the ruffle, and the ruffles on the sleeves, on the cuffs as well, makes it perfect for layering, because no matter how high your jumper is, your jersey, your jacket, you're always going to have a peak of that really feminine ruffle. The sunny wide leg jeans, I love these. I fell in love with these. The pattern on these, the cut on these, I tell you, I have gotten compliments every single time that I wear these. They hug the booty. They're the perfect length. Fabrique do offer petite sizing as well. Just look for the P beside the size. These jeans are in 100% cotton with that high-waisted look that I love. I actually can imagine these going really nicely with a pair of espadrilles going into summer as well. This fabric is really lightweight, so it just lends itself so perfectly to being more of a transitional season jean. Speaking of flowy material, this is a Xaviera Skirt by Amanda Gerald, and it just has the most amazing hang and flow to the fabric. It is in a wool blend. It is lined and it's extremely comfortable to wear, like really is a showstopper because it has so much movement, so much drama, so much presence in an outfit. Again, I got the petite sizing in this one and it is extremely comfortable, but they recommended size one size up. So I got the small as opposed to the extra small. I really enjoy the kind of plaid checkered pattern that it has, kind of academia heritage vibes. The Lilia knit that I'm wearing is designed by Caroline Hu and it has that beautiful like balloon sleeve with the cuffs so that you can push it up, and this is one of my most reached for because it's so comfortable. It is in a merino mohair blend, which I was surprised because it doesn't irritate my skin and normally mohair does, so I was really impressed by the quality. The jeans that I'm currently wearing that I showed at the beginning of the video are also from Fabrique and they're 99% cotton. I find them extremely comfortable to wear and I really enjoy that, like they're a straight leg but they read as slightly flared. And finally, these two knits from the Fabrique Essential line, which personally I love their Essential line, and especially the merino pieces. I find them to be exceptional quality. This black Henley is called the iykyk. It's 100% merino. I love the way that the buttons go almost all the way down to your belly button, so you have such a versatility according to, like, do you want it to be closed all the way up to the top? Do you want it to be opened more up and be a little bit more slinky and sensual? And likewise with the Vila openwork textured lace, this v-neck cardigan, I wear this mainly as a base layer as opposed to layering it as a cardigan over other pieces. It's got a slight scalloped detail on the hems and on the cuffs, and the fabric covered buttons, like this is just from their Essential line, but the attention to detail in each and every single one of their pieces just always blows me away, and the quality of how these pieces stand up over time is also second to none. If you do want to shop any of their pieces, especially those of you who have been waiting for them to start shipping to your countries, I'm so excited. The pieces will be linked down below, my discount code will be linked down below, and let's get on with the rest of the video. I think I want to talk about the next three pieces together because these are truly the trifecta of the foundation of your wardrobe. Your shoes, your jacket, your bag. Don't build your wardrobe until you have these three nailed down. These are workhorses of your wardrobe because you wear them with every single outfit, okay? It's important to get them correct. They're not the ones that you can cycle in and out as easily. They're the ones that you're likely going to be having less of and reaching for more on repeat. Let me start with your jacket because literally the vibes of your outfit are dictated by your jacket. The jacket slays, the outfit slays, okay? It's the first thing that people notice when they see you. It's like this big, like it creates a bulk of your outfit, and it also sort of sets the tone, sets the mood, sets the vibe. Like a jacket can be the thing that pulls the whole thing together. This is like where people read our personality first, so it has to be something that is absolutely key to you. Personally, I recommend not buying trend-led, especially with outerwear, because it can be more pricey and you'll probably just be crying this time next year. I always recommend buying a jacket that speaks to your heart, that you know that you would have loved 10 years ago and you know that you're going to love in 10 years time as well. I'll talk about two of my favorite jackets. My favorite short jacket is actually another one from Fabrique, but it's the Dakota baseball jacket. It's such a premium quality. The hang, the heft of it, I was not expecting to love it as much as I do, but I wear that thing all the time and it seems to just magically go with every single outfit. My favorite longer jacket is one from Series Life, which is pretty much a direct dupe of one of the Cezanne jackets. I think it's the Clyde, and I actually did hem it up to make it the perfect length for me. Shoes. To be honest, I think we could all start by building our wardrobe around our shoes. Like our shoes should almost be the first thing that we ever buy, because our shoes are the things that almost always, unless you're very intentional, end up being the thing that you like throw on at the end of an outfit. So if you're going to throw on your pair of shoes at the end of an outfit, you want those shoes to be something that are like a no-brainer, that speak to your personality, that are extremely comfortable, and that then the entire rest of your wardrobe is going to like complement and go well with. If you have like 3 or 4 pairs of jeans and they don't go with your favorite pair of shoes that you want to wear, those jeans are now useless to you. It's all well and good to be buying new jeans and saying, oh, these would go with a great pair of heeled boots. But meanwhile, you don't have the heeled boots, and they might not even be the kind of shoes that you want to wear anyway. So start with the shoes. Start with the shoes, because I guarantee you this is going to reduce friction in your wardrobe. Personally, I like to be very, very comfortable, very like slip on and go. So I like to wear my Birkenstocks and my Blundstones. I'd love for you guys to write your criteria in the comments of like what you find to be your staple footwear. Like, what is a non-negotiable for you in your footwear? Just like my footwear, I love a good like sling on and go bag. This has been my most reached for bag recently. As the weather is getting colder, it has a little bit bigger of a capacity. It's kind of like a medium-sized bag, I would say, but it's easy enough to just sling over my shoulder and go, and it hasn't got a zip. It's just got this one like magnet, so I just chuck everything in there with a kind of a slouchy, drapey style. Like, you will never catch me with a structured handbag, okay? You just won't. It doesn't suit me. Versus something that's a little bit more haphazard, a little bit more slouchy and relaxed, that is perfect to me and my style. Of course, if your style is the complete antithesis to mine, that's what you're going to go for. Something structured, something sharp, something chic. The key here really is to just like almost lean into your weaknesses, I want to say. Like, instead of lean into your strengths, lean into your weaknesses, and just like let your weaknesses dictate how your wardrobe unfolds. Because the thing is, on your worst days, on your weakest days, on your most moody days, your most time pressured days, you're just going to reach for what's easy, you're going to reach for what's comfortable, and you're going to reach for like what you can rely on the most. It gives you a lot of information because you know what you're not going to tolerate on your worst days, and then you can build your wardrobe around how you feel when you're at your lowest, to sort of like give yourself that comfort, that ease, and again, remove that friction from your wardrobe so that you feel really good and you wear something that just really gels with your personality, as opposed to trying to always like fight with your personality, hold yourself to a higher standard than you know you're realistically going to maintain or upkeep. Like, it's totally fine to buy all the things that are nice to look at, but if they're not actually nice to wear, comfortable to wear, easy to use, they're just going to sit there unused, unwanted, and unloved in your wardrobe. And you're going to feel so much more guilty about the money that you spent on those pieces, because they sort of, at the end of the day, become fantasy pieces as opposed to a hero piece in your wardrobe. I really hope that what I'm saying is making sense to someone. Like, take the path of least resistance. As far as knitwear, I really can't recommend making your own knitwear enough. Like, if you don't crochet or knit already, it's such a fun thing to learn. It does usually cost more to actually knit your own knitwear versus like buying something, but it depends where you're shopping, of course. And then when you make it yourself, you can also completely hand tailor it to be the size that you need. It can like stop exactly where you need it at the shoulders. It can be as like loose under the arms as you want. It can be as long or as short as you want. You can choose the exact color, the exact fabric. There's something very, very satisfying about being able to control all the variables when it comes to knitwear. But aside from that, knitwear is a lot of trial and error, and I feel like it's the part of my wardrobe which is constantly multiplying, because I always can think of like a different knitwear that I would need for a different situation. Case in point, this one, like lightweight, like still will keep me warm, but like it's kind of feminine, it's kind of sensual, it's got that flow to it. Like, this is something that is completely beautiful to me and that I would not be able to craft or construct on my own. And that's what makes it so precious and so special to me, versus something like, do I have my... No, I don't have my vest. I was knitting my vest last night. I was just picking up stitches and doing the armholes. Picking up stitches is my worst thing ever with knitting. Something like this, like my trusty Everlane, I think it's merino, it might be alpaca, I can't remember, quarter zip, kind of half zip. It's so chunky, it's got that gorgeous texture and ribbing to it. Both of those technically are classified under the knitwear category, but they're so vastly different from each other. So knitwear to me is just like this whole, like, could be a whole video even in and of itself. Lastly, I just wanted to touch on like jeans, pants, and skirts, because I think here the most important thing is that you enjoy where it starts and stops on your body. You have to have a lot of information on board when it comes to your personal proportions and the parts of yourself that you enjoy to emphasize or de-emphasize. It's about knowing what that effect will have on your body, on your proportions, on your outfit, and whether a piece can be worn in multiple different ways. So say for example, like you like the waistline of a jeans, but do you like the legs of a jeans, like the barrel shape or the straight shape or the skinny shape? Do you like how it looks with a longer top? Do you like how it looks only tucked in with shorter tops? These are things that are really, really important to know because they will change the like versatility of that piece in your wardrobe. Also, I feel like the construction and the color, like 100% cotton can feel so different from one pair of jeans to the next. Trying it on and getting the hand feel of the fabric and noticing how it hugs your body, and do these pieces meet your preferences? Like, get so clear on your personal stipulations. Okay, with all that being said, I'm just going to leave the video here. Thank you so much for your support. If you'd like to shop any of those Fabrique pieces, my discount code as well as all the links will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned top comment. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you so shortly in our next video chat together. Love you guys. Bye.